PC is a lot better for that. What brand GPU do you see most of?
Hello,
Probably
hello.
MSI.
There we go. Okay. Thank you.
Gigabyte.
Thank you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Wow.
Oh, those specs are super close to the custom PC I ordered from Skytech on Friday. Waits with bated breath. Nice.
Okay.
Cool. What? It's,
Uh,
it's on its way. I'm sure.
all right. Starting speech
Love
chat
my
as
Gigabyte
well.
1070. Nice.
I'm so hyped.
Flyboy25
Configuration is custom.
said what happened. LOL.
Something with the mic here. I just had unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it worked again.
Right? Like,
So
I wonder if we ever look at statistics like that.
thank you for
No,
for
not
texting
usually.
me.
There's some stuff that we kind of only offer through the custom builder too.
Yeah, a lot of custom AIOs, different cases.
Yeah, mainly because like
Building my
people are
PC right now.
shopping like pre-builts, they're usually shopping against our competition too. So if we're using a higher end or just like a better AIO in it that costs a lot more money,
Flyboy25 said
someone
very
who doesn't
cool.
know to look for that and is just kind of comparing like GPU CPU across brands, they're gonna go with the competitor who's offering a much worse cooler for much cheaper. So we tend to put like the really nice high-end stuff that people who are looking for it would know and would pay that extra premium for in the custom builder so that they can get access to the latest and greatest stuff without us
Okay,
having to worry about.
so,
well, is it going
Just
to
for the VOD, I know Caleb, you're watching. You already know this, but back during COVID, 2020, I bought a Skytech Shadow 3.0, which was the 3060. And an i5 or something. I can actually pull it up.
But nice. Oh yeah, that thing is gonna eat those games. It's gonna be lovely.
Dude. Nope, wrong thing. I'm terrible at this.
Very cool.
Properties. So, and a i7 9700KF, which is not a bad computer still today, but when I was doing iRacing and streaming at the same time, I was getting graphical bugs, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of taking this a little more seriously. I got the nice setup, and I wanted something better. I'm going to fix that. Don't worry.
Flyboy25 said LOL it's hot garbage.
It is not. It's still plenty fine, but it's time for an upgrade.
Basically the 700 series.
And this is crazy. So I went on Skytech. I did a custom build, mainly also because Caleb, MT Flyboy 25, bought a computer and I got jealous. All right, here comes the this is the big part here. Here comes the case.
Because 11th gen is the end of that Intel cycle.
I'll continue the story in a
Intel
second.
did just start a new generation, so they should be on
So
that platform.
I didn't buy a 5070 Ti. I bought a 4070 Ti, and they didn't have any. And so, shout out to Christopher on customer support, who emailed me and say, "Hey, I don't have any, so free upgrade. You're getting a 5070 because we see that you bought that Skytech Shadow a few years ago. That's really cool." So
I was gonna pick up. I was thinking about picking up.
here we are,
Flyboy25
Split Fiction.
said if it's free, it's for me.
dude. That's that's like a 20% difference between what I bought and what I'm getting here. That's awesome.
And I figured I'd play with my fiance, but I'm kind of bad when we play.
And I also got like the top of the line 790. There's the case 9800 X3D, which is going to
So
keep
I can get a little frustrated.
all of the extra stuff that I have to do just running crisp. Look at that case.
Split Fiction is amazing as a couple games. Yeah, I figured. Like,
Very sleek.
Flyboy25
Actually, it's not that.
said yeah foo for that.
I might pick that.
Now I want that CPU.
I've mostly been playing Crusader Kings on the couch while I cook dinner. Which is the one time I'm like.
Actually, looking at the case here, it's like it's much more of a subtle case than yours. Your case is insane, big old fishbowl. This is much more like a more modern
Flyboy25
case.
So I built computers
said I
using
still
the
like my
algorithms
case
used
better.
in the GPUs way
Yeah,
back in the 30 to 50
that's fair.
I will be extremely careful. And
I kind of like it though. Or maybe it's just because I got it, so
Yeah,
that's
I
my
think it
case.
definitely-
I'm not changing it now.
Flyboy25 said but it's LEAC 2X that size.
Yeah, it is. That your case is huge.
Flyboy25 said it's still badass.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some epic sag on some of the cards. There's a reason too when we ship our PCs, we do a custom cut of foam to put under the GPU so that it doesn't move at all in shipping. Because
They do. I remember that when I pulled mine out. They've been doing that for years.
40 series dropped before we were like, yeah, this is a stupid idea. This needs to be locked in. 'Cause it will break
Flyboy
the PCI
25
fine.
said they do that. I was impressed.
My IO is
They
powered
did
by
that on
USB
mine.
3 and my
Yeah,
USB
man.
motherboard port has
Dude,
bent in.
honestly, with like the customer service that I've got and watching my PC get built live, they've made a customer for life. I'm gonna actually ask them,
Hold on. Yeah.
what does one
If you're plugging
have
into the
to
USB,
do to
but if you're plugging
become
into
an
the
affiliate?
5mm jacks, I wouldn't think it would be. But yeah, if you've got bent pins,
Oh,
in your
I
USB
spelled it wrong.
header, then it's not making
Affiliate.
proper contact with the IO. So yeah, your USB won't work. To that. I care about a ton now. He's just really strong.
I'm being completely honest.
Can I get a free PS5? We don't even sell PS5s.
Just putting the RAM in now. I
Awesome
picked
tech
good RAM.
detail, yeah. Well,
It looks good in the case.
It helps us out too, you know, less returns. And
Let's go. Let's try
PC gets
theater
to you
mode.
In a good condition. That's good for us too.
That looks a little better.
USB 3 header can cause all sorts of mobile power issues. That is true. I'm kind of surprised you're not getting an overvolting issue. I like how PC gamers have to learn how to troubleshoot. Yeah, to an extent. I mean, you know, you can always get someone to
Watching my
troubleshoot it for
baby
you,
get
but
built, man.
it saves you a lot of time and money to kind of learn it on your own. But it's a really good skill to have. A little bit of tech savvy goes a long way. Don't know if there will be a Core Ultra 200 series refresh. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, getting a message.
Not a couple though. Yeah, no, that's just. I'm just happy to see a return to couch co-op, because I really do think that is like the ultimate way of playing a video game,
Oh, I'm signing up.
like multiplayer.
I am signing up to be an
It's
affiliate.
nice to be able to play online with people who don't live anywhere near you, but my
Heck
friends who
yeah.
don't live anywhere near me never want to play online games.
Flyboy 25
But when we're
said
together,
me too.
couch co-op.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Infinite Logic? How you doing?
What's up, bro?
Infinite Logic. I get it.
58 Media's PC build. Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. Kingston 32 gigabytes of RAM. Oh, I did get 32. I thought I got 16.
What does one have to do to become an affiliate? Honestly, this experience has made a customer for life. You should check out our affiliate hub on our website. There's an application there you can fill out.
Awesome.
Flyboy
Yeah,
25
it's nice.
216s.
It's,
So I don't need to
2x
upgrade.
16 GB cards.
Get a little affiliate code.
Flyboy 25
Yep.
said sent you the link.
I got the link. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna sign up. Probably when I'm out at bingo.
It takes a while sometimes, but never hurts to send in an application. But yeah, thank you for being a customer for life. We really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Compared the two when I got this one and
Dude, I'm not gonna have to upgrade for a long time.
Can't remember why. VRAM? I don't know. Maybe they only.
They're like, they said something about they're not able to get like the power supply that I had, or that I had purchased. It was a Cooler Master power supply, and now it says Montech. They said that was just what they had in stock, but it's the same thing. So that's fine. It's a Montech case, Montech power supply. Maybe it fits better, it looks better, or if you, I'll never see it anyways, to be honest, unless I'm cleaning it. So.
And I have like an orange in my bag, but like I don't trust myself to peel that thing like cleanly. Well, it's a cara, and they're very juicy, and I feel like it's just gonna start like peeing on me, and I'm gonna be like, ah.
It's got right now. It's really gonna light up
My
once we
whole
have
life had a sink right in it, and I loved it.
have all of the RGB on.
Yeah, it seems useful.
It also sucks is like I bring an apple to work almost every day, so I gotta go wash my hands in one place, come back, get the apple.
Oh,
wash the
man.
apple in another place, and then
I didn't even mean to do that. Look at how like the white, the little touches of white, but not full white, just little touches here and there that are gonna light up when RGB turns on.
Man, people want Skytech builds. Would be a good idea to get affiliated. I did a while back. Don't regret it one bit. Yee.
Nice.
Even sent a friend of buying y'all's way for his PC, and he even ended up getting affiliated with y'all too. Leave a follow. Oh,
Sick,
nice.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just like growing the family.
Yeah, absolutely grow it in the family because I got my buddy Caleb into it. Got him getting a Skytech.
Oh, again with the weird. Oh wait, never mind.
We kind of did that one time.
Kinda.
So, this is a liquid cooled CPU, right? I gotta ask them what it, like. Do I need to do anything to it, or like is an AIO cooler completely together and I don't have to worry about it? You know,
Well, when they make that, I will also buy
They
it.
did.
When it gets discontinued.
like if an AIO cooler,
It's gotta go that route.
I think that means like there's like
Class action.
it's just all connected. It's all
Did you know what they had at Aldi though?
there's no
They
maintenance
had,
to it.
the
is
French
what I'm
red
saying.
goldfish, like in the bag.
From what I read,
Oh my
but
gosh. I only got one.
I guess I'll ask.
God, they're so good. It tastes like you just took like a wedge of cheddar cheese and like dipped it in Frank's Red Hot. It's lovely. But I only bought one.
I stopped
bag.
listening and they're talking about dipping cheese in Frank's Red Hot.
No, I should have got like 7 of them. Especially
Oh man.
because they're going out of like they're discontinuing.
That's so funny. I take work off to watch my PC being built, and my boss is in the chat cheering it on.
The fruit top.
What'd you have for lunch?
I had a granola bar and some blueberries. And prior to that, I had some French Red Hot goldfish.
Real balanced lunch.
I know, it was really nutritious until then. Hello! Unless you didn't want me to say hello. I was like, unless you wanted me to be quiet, I don't know.
We got 3 viewers right now, or nope, just says 2, but I says 3 on Streamlabs. Look at this thing, man.
My boss said it was okay to leave work to watch my PC being built. 10 out of 10, best day. Oh yeah. Everyone needs a break from work, you know what I mean? This is a good excuse. Hello?
What about it? What are you gonna use it for video? What do you use that? Oh, I mean like the parts. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Somebody in chat said hi, boss.
Picked up a Ryzen 7 50 for $175. Should I return it and build a newer system? I mean, if it wouldn't be XT. No, honestly,
Okay.
it's still
I gotta show you
it's a hot
this.
CPU though. Get a good cooler on it.
You see that?
But I think
This is very important for team building and morale improvements. Tell your boss I can send them the KPIs to support
But it depends
this.
on where you are. Also in the world, I know that these supposed to be different prices and much more expensive in certain places. No, the XT. Really?
I have a great boss.
XT. Oh, like the GPU?
Oh man, look at that.
50 now. Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
Checking out that back panel there.
still pretty good.
I'm never gonna see that.
Fabian.
I chat. I chat. I chat.
Hi, boss. This is very important for team building and morale improvements. Tell your boss I can send them the KPIs to support this. I have a great boss. Oh, that's good to hear. Isn't life so great when you have a really good boss? Shout out to Keith.
Oh man.
Lucked out getting 5700.
So there's the-
That came with one
There's the
Yo, Fabian. Shaqlosion
power
saying
supply
hi.
unit.
Cyclosion? My boy?
I was just talking with. Yeah.
I saw, dude.
I bought like a gold power supply, so if it's 1,000-watt gold, I mean, I don't really care about the difference really. And honestly, they've already upgraded me, so
But I think
I'm
it's-
not
I
complaining.
think it's still probably pretty good. Let me look at what the stats are on that bad boy. 800 XT. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm behind the times. My gosh. Man, they always be making new ones. Like what? So it's an 8-core, 4.7 gigahertz. Honestly, I mean, depending on like what kind of a system you are building them, this is still totally viable.
I thought I had got 16 gigs, not 13 gigs, or 32 gigs. I am not complaining. I thought I got
Unless
two
you're
8
gonna be
gig
getting, like,
sticks,
a
but apparently I
50
got two
you can go with
16s. So that's great.
Flyboy 25 said 2x 16 GB cards hell
Yeah,
NA.
it's the Steam
Flyboy
and
25
$20.
said I made sure.
What do you mean you
Go
made
with
sure?
it.
Like on your setup, yeah, you made
that's still
sure.
fine.
But I thought I had bought
Especially if you plan on playing that in like 1440p.
two
you don't need
8s.
any volume.
And if it was two 8s, I was just gonna, you know,
390
buy
still
two
good?
16s like you did in the future.
Yeah, they're totally fine.
Flyboy 25
Yeah.
said I told you to do the 16 GB cards.
Yeah, but I thought I'd accidentally bought the
16 before it came out.
Hey,
Maybe.
I'm not complaining. Dude, this computer's gonna be
Flyboy
so awesome.
25 said nah son I have 4x 16 GB cards.
Yeah, that's right, you have 4.
AM4 chips they've been coming out with. Mainly, I don't know if we're looking at buying those. That's probably why. 1080p most likely, maybe 1440p in the future. Ah, fair. But yeah, crank those graphic settings all the way.
I know I could finally game in
Flyboy
1440p.
25 said you can upgrade yours to 64 GB RAM now too.
I definitely could.
Flyboy 25
I definitely
said
could.
easily.
Those are limited failed.
I kind of asked them about that earlier before I was streaming, like about like RAM and stuff like that, and they're like, okay, DDR5 really doesn't typically like. They said it doesn't really like having 4 sticks, and if you do, make sure it's the exact same speed, manufacturer, this, like it's got to be identical. So if I do, I'll try to do that. I'll find out whatever RAM that I got and get 2 exact of those, and then slot them in. But dude, I don't think anything's gonna need to be touched in that computer for years. I have 4 terabytes of storage, so and it's all NVMe storage, so it's all on the motherboard. It's no SSD, it's no
Flyboy 25
hard drive.
said yup.
Yeah,
Exactly what I did for
Yep.
of exact same.
yep.
I'm into it.
And honestly, if it was two different types, it'd probably look really weird. And it would bother me every time I looked at it. So, and honestly, that looks like whatever I got looks perfect for the build. It looks really looks like it fits really well.
Flyboy 25 said yeah your CPU and your liquid cooling is the flex over mine for Suri.
50 hours of that.
Oh yeah. The CPU because my CPU needs liquid cooling. It can't be air cooled.
It's one of those things where I really need whenever playing any of those Ubisoft games. It's like, can you just give me a map to what's important? But I do like a good side quest, but I get bogged down. I also never beat Origins, even though I was really liking.
Look at that. Oh, 5070, man. I didn't even pay for a 5070. They upgraded that, and now everybody's paying.
I think it was the part where
Everybody's paying extra for a 5070, and I have been blessed with actually paying less.
of the theorem. Yeah.
Like how can I cannot be mad. I like.
One critique I had about the custom builder, I wish I could have larger pictures for my terrible eyes. Yeah, I could see that being an issue. Hey, you know what? I'll pass that on. I'll pass that on to website team. Just to like, see if they.
Yeah, because I didn't know what my RAM looked like. I mean, I kind of did. I had to kind of infer.
There could at least be an option to
But like,
magnify it, you know.
exactly. Magnify the pictures, really look at it, and be like, yeah, you know, maybe I want a different RAM just for the aesthetic.
I don't know.
I got lucky. I got lucky. I don't know. The 5070, hopefully that matches everything. That'd be pretty cool, huh?
Even in Origins too. Like, okay, so it's me, Julius Caesar, and Cleopatra, and I'm just like, okay. Okay, I need to like. It's just a little weird. Like, not only am I in history, but I'm seemingly important. Like, it's really easy to find these historical figures. Like, I mean, I still would have a really hard time. Like, you're still in towns of thousands of people. Like, how am I gonna find these guys?
Flyboy 25
Like, they might not even be
said I couldn't see the chat, then realized they were on Twitch too.
You know?
Yeah, they're on Twitch. You could probably join in and like talk in the chat, I guess. But yeah, I can't. I have a wide screen, and this is only 16 by 9. You guys are only 16 by 9, but I am watching it in 21 by 9.
Pythagoras guy was onto something.
Is my GPU going under? Is he putting the GPU under there? What is he doing? I can't see.
So I'm not familiar with an AIO cooler. Do I need to service it at all? No. Okay, so here's the lovely thing about AIOs.
Okay.
Because it's all in one, you basically don't have to touch it. If anything ever happens to it, if all of a sudden it starts running really hot and you don't know what's up, then that's the time to be like, okay, maybe something needs to be serviced here. But that usually happens after several years, and it's usually something like corrosion, like interior corrosion.
Okay, several years is plenty of time.
Evaporation of the liquid. So some of these do have like a little thing that you can unscrew.
Okay, somebody in the chat said,
put more coolant in there as time goes on.
I see you. I see you. AIOs might last 5 to 6 years before
It's very
needing
unlikely
serviced.
That you're actually going to have enough evaporation to ruin your AIO in the lifetime that you are using that AIO. You know what I mean? Otherwise, though, it basically just takes care of itself. You just want to keep the dust out of the fans.
Oh man, dude, this is so cool.
Used before needing to be replaced, but a 9800 XCD is fine on a dual tower air cooler like a Thermarai Phantom Spirit. Yep. So if anything does go wrong with that AIO down the line, get yourself a meaty air cooler, and it'll be fine.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll get that air cool. I saw a picture of it. But there are air coolers that have like, they'll call it like the there's like the V4, V8, V10 air coolers, and they have like little engine shapes of the cooler, and I would 100% get that. As long as it could actually handle the thermalness of the 9800 X3D, I would totally get one and put it in there.
Flyboy25.
I gotta
Said
pull it.
that
Let me see
would
if I
be
can pull it
sick.
up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because it is
I
sick.
don't know if that's exactly what you're doing. But yeah, the heat shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't do anything to it.
Engine shape. CPU cooler.
So the Sony Mag with a CD in it. Like 12 demos in the Strategy Guide magazine. Man, that,
Well, I found one.
that was the day. Those were the days. There was one single day, and that was the day. Woo.
This isn't what I was talking about.
Miss, Nintendo.
But like, yeah, it's got like an engine cover on it.
Like us kids were able to get. And
Yeah, I don't think this would be good enough for the 9800 X3D, but looks pretty sick. I don't know. It's Cooler Master. I'd have to ask. Right.
I think the
So,
funniest
is
thing
it
though
Cooler
about
Master
those
that does it?
strategy
Let me
guides
go
is
on
going
Cooler
through
Master's
and
website.
realizing, like when you start catching errors in it, you're like, wait a second, this isn't right. The strategy guide was wrong. The one I, yeah, actually a lot of them if you look back onto it. The one I really wish I still had.
I'm
though,
seeing
was the
your chat
strategy guide
messages,
from
Caleb.
Blue and red. It came with these cool stickers.
Allow.
and
I don't
everything.
care. I just want air cooling.
That's like the time I think I would have gone back in time to be like, hey, I need you to understand.
Okay, these look like normal coolers. I mean, they look cool.
V3 nom clone.
You know, back into my
Said what's up.
Alright, Billy, man.
What's up,
Just to
dude?
be like, hey, I need you to
I'm watching Skytech build my PC right now.
The family is working. Pokemon is. The
Look at this
coolest
thing.
ever. There's gonna be like 1,000 of them in the future. And you'll
32
have
gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, 5070 Ti, the top of the line CPU you can get right now, which is the Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. I'm going to be able to run VR. I'm going to be able to stream in 1080p, 60 frames per second, and save the VOD on my solid state drive completely and edit videos out of it in complete high definition.
Thank you,
We
thank
really
you.
appreciate it. We're glad we could be of service.
Like this PC is going to be able to do everything for a while, man.
BB King 95, last one they had, upgraded it with 64 gigabytes of RAM and added a 4 terabyte NVMe.
Hell yeah.
Love it, very nice.
Should you pop in the chat and be like, by the way, I'm 58 Media's boss?
Or,
He's the one who told me to buy the Skytech.
back in my day, companies used to sell guides to new games from day
That was so quick! That was so quick, you were in the chat!
Yeah, I don't think a strategy guide would sell well today because you could just Google and get an entire free like walkthrough.
And confirm.
and the meta would be constantly evolving, and you're like, ugh.
That's a job now.
Tell yourself to learn gardening. Yeah, actually, I would. I would go back in
crying,
time and be like, study horticulture.
V3 Nom clone. Said
One day you're
RGB
gonna want
lights in
that
it.
knowledge.
I'm sure there is RGB lights in it. They just haven't kicked
Film,
on
it's
yet.
the
They're still
future.
building it. And I'm gonna just do all orange. I'm gonna ask them to,
Once I
anyways.
take it, I'll be using affiliate code. All the love back to the folks that show it back. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm 58 Media's boss. Oh, welcome in, boss.
Welcome in.
Dang, you guys are really tight then, yeah. I love that though. My previous boss was awesome. Sometimes he would just be like, "Oh yeah, your fiance got back into town yesterday. Do you want to take the day off?" And it's like,
This is
"What?"
this is a wild experience.
Yeah,
Let's be
I wanna,
honest.
like, spend the day together. It's like, what?
Just me and my boss watching Skytech build my monster PC.
Rest in peace.
Oh man.
Flyboy 25.
You never
Said
forget
pretty
the
cool.
managers
It
who
is
made
pretty
your life
cool,
better,
man.
V3
the
Nom
bosses
clone.
who were awesome.
Said yeah, there will prob be a button on it that you can change the colors
Yeah.
on it.
So here's So I got
Replace all
there's
the
my
office PCs with
Skytech
Skytech since we
Shadow
all run
3.0
46
right here.
monitors. Nice.
And yeah, I got the
That's a
RGB
good
button.
office.
I can change the colors on it. So if it's anything like
Here's
that,
my film
then I'm
business.
good.
Man, ain't that true? Listen, I don't even care if someone uses mine, Kelsey. I just care that people get savings when they can. That is
Like-
true. That is true. I guess I always feel bad because sometimes my affiliate code comes.
okay,
up,
that's
like,
bothering me too much. I gotta since I'm
on
getting
the
up and
weekend,
fixing
like,
stuff.
I'm not doing anything, and I'm like, did I earn this?
All right.
But yeah, no, I feel ya.
There.
I guess I'm always just worried that they're gonna.
I know
be
it's a
like,
little crooked, but it's gotta be so that way there's not a gap between
What the?
the door
I worry about a lot.
It
of
both-
things,
that
and
bothered
I
me
probably
more.
shouldn't.
than not lining up with the other panels.
Yes, Shyflosion is fantastic for helping you get a PC.
Yeah. Well, it looks
V3 Nom clone.
like it's
Said
basically
it will prob be in the same spot.
it looks like the exact same setup I have on the top of my PC, but it's at the front. You see, it's at which is pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're doing,
And then
like,
I don't have
coding especially,
you USBs sticking straight up and then hanging down, and then
One with,
like have
PS
tension
code,
there. Now it's actually coming out of
one
the
with,
front,
like,
which I think is way
if you're
better.
doing like web design, for example. One with the website. One with Slack Overflow. One
Stack
with
Overflow?
you're right, thank you. One with Stack Overflow. One with Slack, and YouTube.
That Shyflosion guy's really trying to get a sale. I just see that in the chat.
V3 Nom
Yeah, we
clone.
probably should because
Said yeah,
people
I
are
hate
like
when
that.
stuff is
And he's
hanging
one
like
of our
that. I swear
employees.
it ruins chords.
Right? At the very
I think
least,
mostly
you
what he
know,
did
I
was he
mean,
just put RGB strips in
perfect
there,
example,
and
my phone. My like USB-C does not work anymore. I mean, this is a S21 Ultra. I've had it for
it's like
4
instruction
years now.
paper
Um,
poster board over it to diffuse it.
But anyways, just the way the charger is staked out, you pick the phone up, there's torque on it, and eventually it just stopped working. I probably had it under my pillow or something with it plugged in, and then I like put my head on it and kind of really torqued it. But regardless, it doesn't work. So now I'm using wireless chargers with the MagSafe, and it's stayed alive for another year doing that. So I just can't do any data transfer. If I do, I have to really make sure it's perfect. So I don't want USBs like that. That's what I'm saying.
And I was all over the place. Learned JavaScript and a little bit of web dev. And then I jumped ship and started doing Android development in Java and
Dude,
Kotlin.
it looks so good. I
It's
love
really
it.
fun to just kinda
It's
sit down and be
it's
like, okay, I'm
without
learning this
meaning
thing.
to.
So how can I learn it better? Well, let me challenge myself to make
ATG
something
42.
fairly simple.
Said
Yes.
the wild F1 race I.
Yeah.
I could get started talking about that F1 race for like an hour and a half. I loved every second of it. Watching it at whatever it was here, midnight or something like that. I woke my fiance up when Piastri went off track. It got stuck. I was yelling. She got mad, but it was worth it. But what I'm saying is, without even meaning to, this PC ended up kind of perfectly fitting my style, which is like,
Said ha 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 ha.
Like, still good, but subtle. I don't like a lot of flash, a lot of color, a lot of, like, look at me, but
Not adequate for
still
every,
real.
chip.
V3 nom
You know.
clone. Said your sound panel got a diff idea then ULMAO.
My sound panel? Did it move again? Ah, I'm gonna have to tape it some more.
I feel that.
The tape on the bottom's a little flimsy. It's not sticking very well, so I'm gonna add some more tape on the bottom. But yeah, dude, that F1 race was crazy. Verstappen is clearly the
V3 nom clone.
just a demon
Said LMAO.
behind the wheel, and it doesn't matter how bad his car is. He's still gonna try to stick it up on the front. It's crazy.
And that was an adjustment after having 2 monitors. But for what I do now, which is mostly just game and stream, it's alright. I do kind of wish I had even just like a small monitor just for chat, like when I stream. But it works.
I'm really interested to see how the rest of the season goes, man. Gutted for Hadjar, but
624s.
Yeah.
Go back. Ooh. That sounds nice.
people are already like, take Lawson out,
you
put
should-
Yuki in.
See in our IT department, we were over at the other building. It was just
Yuki should have got points. Did he get points? I forget now, but I remember his strategy was not good, kind of like the Ferraris. But shout out to Williams. I think
like 5 at one point.
I'm really glad to be a Williams fan this
Everybody
year.
just had
I'll
their
say
own
that.
station. It was great. And I'm confused. They show it doesn't online. Oh, so they say it doesn't come with the Wraith Prism, but it does. Interesting. Well, free Wraith Prism.
Yeah.
ATG 42. Said I lost 3 of my drivers in my league.
Just putting the CPU
Rip
on it's
Hadjar.
in the cooler.
No, Yuki came 11th. I think.
Yuki did come in 11th? Okay, yeah, but like he
Flyboy
was running up with the
25.
top, man. Oh,
Said love Yuki.
MC Flyboy loves Yuki. Yeah, like I guess it's just funny. He's just like, what race was it? He just came in and he called somebody retarded. Like that's our guy.
Stopped working.
Um,
So I took my cooler off. and
yeah,
just-
rest in peace Hadjar, rest in peace Yuki. He deserved points. He was driving a great race.
I end up ordering arrived.
And the new Red Bull in the white looks amazing. So I just hope it's fast so I get to see it more.
Actually have to get a new cooler.
Yeah, I lost 2 drivers. I had Signs as my star driver, which means I bet on them to get double points, and he got 0 points because he freaking didn't make it to the first lap.
Office battle station.
And
I mean, we're still setting up a lot of the
Hadjar,
battle
same thing.
stations
So
again
rip.
because of the move.
I actually made a good choice though. I actually had Piastri as like my most expensive driver. And I was going to stick to that, but I actually last second, right before qualifying started, I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to go with Piastri. I'm going Russell.
Lab looked nice, and now it's
And look what happened.
crap, so I got it.
So I got lucky there. I didn't bet on Red Bull. I'll be honest. I thought they were going to be like the 4th fastest car. I think
ATG 42.
all of
Said
the
80% of people had Sainz.
Yeah.
I had him starred too.
yeah.
Had Hadjar Oswell and
Yeah.
Alonso.
I think it's kind of weird. The Mercedes cars are all kind of going up. I don't think it has anything to do with the Mercedes engine, but maybe it does. Like the Mercedes cars are Mercedes, McLaren, and
Rhymes with Sky.
Williams, and they're all doing well this year. So that's pretty freaking cool.
Would a 3060 AIO fit in a Pub XL? I think in the XL, yeah. Let me double check though.
Oh, dude, even my AIO cooler, the first build they did, they messed this up. They totally messed this up. They had a full like blacked out build, and then the CPU cooler was white. Looked
ATG 42.
terrible. Mine matches
Said
perfect.
Antonelli did really good, but this China GP is going to be the first race of the season basically cause hopefully no rain.
Dude, okay, so the thing about the Chinese GP, they have that right, like turn 1, right, is that super long, that right hand turn that tightens as it
Flyboy
goes.
25. Said OBTW I ordered that mouse, keyboard,
Good.
and the power pad.
Because the one that came with the King 95, I'll be honest, it's really light, but really it kind of felt kind of cheap and plasticky. I'm still running my G502 Hero that I like.
Flyboy 25
According to their,
said shit.
But yeah, the Chinese GP, as I was saying, is super long right hand course. It's gonna burn that front left tire up immediately. So all of these rookies, I would not be betting on rookies here because they don't know how to handle tires, and you're going to have tire wear. It's always tire wear.
ATG 42 said I got the G5022.
Oh yeah, man, it's like the go-to budget mouse because it's good and lasts. I mean, I like Logitech for that.
what would you suggest for a decent but inexpensive B550 or X570 motherboard?
I'm not even listening to what's happening. They're talking about me in the chat.
RST_X3 said came over to Twitch better over here LMAO.
It is. It is better. It's faster.
You might, like, not really have support anymore.
Thanks for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. That's going to help me out a lot because I'm really enjoying this. I'm probably going to do this for a while,
Okay, so
especially now that I've invested pretty
Flyboy
heavily.
any of the
25
Asus Prime series.
said much faster.
That is like
RST_X3
jumping off point for, like,
said it's Dalton BTW LMAO.
Dude, it's going to take me a while to get the names to the names. But what's up, Dalton? Thanks for coming by. Seriously. And Venom is Dylan, right? I do find it ironic. You guys are, Dalton and Dylan are twins, and then one of you's name is Clone, which only makes it harder.
RST_X3 said yeah, it's hard since I'm RST and V3 Namaclone.
Okay, then who's ATG?
Flyboy 25 said got a meeting to go to. Have fun.
Thanks, boss. Thanks for coming by too.
RST_X3 said no idea.
Okay, then I think ATG really is just somebody that I didn't know before until YouTube and Twitch. So that's super cool, right?
RST_X3
Right.
said Dylan is PLP_turbo and crash test.
Okay. Okay.
If you want something that looks nice and is still under 200,
ATG 42
Asus ROG Strix
said I found you
B550
last week randomly.
That's right, man. And thanks for coming back, ATG. I appreciate that. I do have a streaming schedule now. This is kind of impromptu, but I'm streaming after work on Tuesdays.
ATG 42 said
Ali,
LAG.
I'm gonna have. Maybe I should be able to remember that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to remember that. ATG, Ali G. I'll try. I have a streaming schedule now, so it's at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Tuesdays, like I did yesterday, and then I'm gonna try to just stream maybe even 3 p.m. to 10 or even later on Sundays, just depending on how the stream goes and stuff like that. But big streams on Sundays.
ATG
Try to get a
42
schedule. So
said no pressure, bro. Smiley face.
just wait till we're streaming on this, dude.
RST_X3 said I just want it to be my car is almost done.
Ah, man.
It could be giving you a RAM issue when really it's that you got like a
Dude, everything matches. It's gonna look so
more so
good.
an issue with the Asus of that generation, not the Asus.
So yeah, you're driving. Are you driving doing double duty, man?
Prime is
Are you
basically
doing
my,
sport
like,
compact
affordability
and your street stock you got, or just your street stock?
If you've got the money for it, I really like the Steel Legend series from ASRock. Ti is nice, would have personally gone.
I really hope Skytech doesn't
But that's
hit me with a DMCA strike for this. I asked him in the chat if it was okay to live react. She said, "Yeah, sure, go for it." But I don't know if they get like a content warning and
back to come on.
they're gonna get a strike on my channel.
Got that Asus B550F ROG Strix gaming Wi-Fi. Nice board. It's a good price. Yeah. And you gotta love the Strix.
By the way, I'm sorry. I'm clicking this. Is that picking up
Yeah,
on
what's up, Chris?
audio?
How you doing?
I saw my mic flicker, so I think it might have been.
We're here all day. Well, not really. We're here until the end of this build. But still. Everything else is solid. Sitting pretty much
RST_X3 said nah, I sold that compact and the guy that bought the compact didn't know he couldn't run the compact in a mode, so it's just sitting in his shop till his kid can race it. ATG 42 said what do you think of the new season? ATG 42 said yes, it is picking up.
So the new season of iRacing. Okay, two things to answer at once here. The compact. I mean, yeah. Well, here's that big thing, like that debate we had on that local Facebook page, right? I look at Sport Compact completely different than a lot of people do. To me, it's like it's a hobby class. You have racing as a hobby, so you build a Sport Compact because it's not really a serious race car. Some people just want to go beat everybody in every class. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing to an extent, but that's not why I joined, is what I'm trying to say. And this season, I think I'm gonna like it more. This first week, I don't have a lot of the stuff, except for the ARCA car at Charlotte, so I've been doing a lot of that. That's been fun. But really, I'm just trying. I really want to get my sports car licensed to B class so I could do GT3 races, because I have so much fun driving the Lamborghini GT3. I just love the way it handles, and I feel like I can gain a lot of I rating because I feel like I'm confident in the car. So I want to learn that.
Can't say all cheaper MSI boards have debug lights as they all don't, but most
RST_X3 said, yeah, so the compact is really just a starter car in a
Yeah.
way, but it was really fun when I raced it, but I like the street stock a lot better.
Yeah. Or it can be a starter car for some people, for a lot of people. I mean, that's another reason they wanted the class, right? Where it was, you start with Sport Compact, and you're like, you know what? The dirt track is what I want to do. It's what I want to, like, put all my time into. I want to go up the ladder of the dirt track ladder, you know? Then that is the first rung. So I think it's super cool that you guys are doing that, and Matt Riesinger's got one, and Brady's went up to his, like, modified.
shift key.
Like, that's all super cool.
Any good recommendations?
I don't really see myself
42
doing that. I mean, I'm kind of
Said
interested in getting
Limbo
that
sounds
legend, but
amazing
like,
too, but I like the 911 GT3R best for my style.
it's a huge investment.
We don't usually sell a lot of Corsair stuff, so we're not super familiar with the Corsair.
The Lambo does sound amazing. That's one of the reasons why I really like it.
Obviously, Sonic is
The
a little
Porsche.
more
So fun story about that. My best friend from high school. I mean, I've known him since 3rd grade. So I shouldn't say high school. My best friend, my childhood best friend.
As for the other ones,
I got him into Forza when I really got into Forza, and that was like my first Simcade title, right?
also,
Um,
I recently tested.
and I got really
ATG
into it
42.
when Forza
Said a lot
Motorsport
of
7
people are
came out
liking
and
the
it had a
Mustang
ranked
GT3.
mode.
That's gonna be
I
my
did the
next
ranked mode
GT3.
and got super high up in ranked. I think I was just below Pinnacle League, which was like their global elite, or their diamond rank, or whatever you want to call it. That was their top level. I was the one right below that, so that was pretty cool. And I was just kind of racing Forza until I got a PC, and then I slowly got into iRacing, and I went to
Because of CEC, but
I went to PRI, and they had a sim racing thing, and now I'm just hooked because they had all this iRacing stuff. But anyways, my best friend, he would also do Forza with me, and he got pretty good. He got basically just as good as I was, and he would always drive Porsches. So in my head, the Porsche, that's my best friend's car. That's Mark's car. So I can't drive Mark's car. I have to beat him in a different car. So I refuse to drive Porsches. GT3, GT4, anything. I will not drive the Porsches. That's Mark's car. I will drive something else. The Mustang, I also own the Mustang, and I'm a big Ford guy, and I really like it when American cars are doing well. So I would love to drive the Mustang, but so far I clicked with the Lambo. So I'm gonna drive the Lambo for a while and just kind of like work myself into figuring out the
the most
Mustang.
important thing is just don't get a
ATG
power supply
42.
from somebody that-
Said Mark has a edge.
He-
Smiley face.
He does, dude, because Porsches are pretty freaking good. They're really well balanced for a reason. They're good for a reason. And especially
RST_X3.
especially
Said,
in
yeah, they kinda
GT4.
added it because there was a lot of people that wanted to race but didn't have the money to race anything else, so they build a compact and still are able to race
Yeah.
and have fun with it.
Exactly. And it's good to have that. It is good to have that. It brings new people. Me. It brings people that probably might not have gone to the racetrack to go. And when you have something that's oh my god, that looks amazing.
Ooh, thank you for the bits on my birthday. I
Look
will
at that.
thank You guys, because I want one PC for me.
Please turn it on. Please plug it in. Hold on.
Check out our custom builder. When the Marvel Rival stream, I should probably do that soon.
Orange
It's either gonna be that or you're just gonna
RGB
watch me,
question
like,
mark.
hunt for hours in Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, so it's an entry level, it's a hobby class, and that's what it's good for because it brings new
ATG
life
42.
and new people.
Become a
Yes,
that your
this is
PC
my
being
PC
built.
right here getting built. That what I've been talking this whole time has been mine.
Orange RGB.
RST_X3.
definitely.
Said, did you have to pay extra for them to build it on stream?
I did, but it wasn't much. Or wait, to build it on stream, I'm not sure. The custom building versus their pre-builts was more, but I don't remember if I paid more to build them on stream. I think I just had to click a button, and it might take a little longer.
ATG42.
You can rob a whole train
Said,
with
Shua,
that thing.
congrats, man. Smiley face.
Dude,
Yeah, there's a Monster Hunter game that lets you just hunt.
look at that.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I mean, like, it is fun. And I guess it is the same purpose as you can
RST_X3.
wear them.
Oh my.
Said, hell yeah, that looks good.
I guess I just think that Red Dead is a little more peaceful.
ADHD, I'm trying to finish my thought. Like,
I'll do a Marvel Rivals stream. I will 1,000.
dirt track racing, and this is no offense to dirt track racing, it is an old sport.
Let me know.
And the only
Okay,
new people are
okay.
coming in are a lot of people that are already in families that are in dirt track racing. So you need to find different ways to bring new
Because
families
I'm
into
a
it,
pretty good person
and then accept them,
and I'll just be like
and
on a quest.
so they stay in dirt track racing, and dirt track racing will grow.
Why you gotta do that?
You could do that with different ways, like different personalities, you know, people making content on it, which I'm trying to do. And that's an ad. And I think Sport Compact was a good way to do it, is what I'm trying to say. Because I love the Sport Compact racing, and I really look forward to doing it more and going out there with my friends that I've made at the dirt track. And yeah. Okay, we're watching it on YouTube now because I have YouTube Premium.
I don't know. Yeah, that seemed to be kind of what was happening, because like for a long time nobody was bugging me in the game, and then just some guy, like I was in the middle of a bounty hunt, and yeah. On the plus side, I threw a dynamite and he exploded. That was
Where's the
I don't think he knew I had dynamite.
Where's the live chat? I need to go back on Twitch. I need to go back on Twitch so I can ask them. I really want to see
That has that skin.
it with orange RGB. Open chat, please. Dude, it looks so good.
Here it goes.
Alright, folks. So he's done.
Okay, too late, but there it is.
Complete.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
It's gonna look so good in
Alright,
orange.
this PC is done. It is gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers it needs out of the box. It's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, and you're good to go.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
We're also going to stress test this bad boy, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you.
There, orange.
ATG42. Said, dude, her voice off.
A little deep, huh? Dude, there it is in orange, though.
RST_X3.
Orange and green.
Said orange and green XD.
I mean, yeah, most people...
RST_X3. Said and come purple.
Little bit of purple there.
RST_X3. Said
And then
in blue.
this is blue. But I realized, was this changing color at all? Was that blue?
Stress test this bad
Does that
boy,
change
make sure
color,
it's
or is that
working,
only a
work
blue
under load, and
RGB,
when
I
it passes
wonder?
all that, it'll be headed to you. So what
But regardless, man.
this bad boy,
Okay, all blue looks sick.
and make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, and thank you for ordering with us.
Wow.
Lovely PC. Really came together, very nice.
Man.
RST_X3.
Don't worry, there's plastic on this.
Said I'm
You
not
can
sure
take
there
that
will
off
prob
when
be a
gets to
button
you.
of it. I wouldn't think it would just be one color.
Very nice. Pretty indeed. Yes, yes.
Everybody's complimenting
Yeah,
it.
very nice. Yeah, I think orange RGB would look pretty sick. Maybe set the RAM to something different. Yeah. Gorgeous PC. And it was nice. We had three different cases today.
Yeah, man.
Love that. Love to have a nice.
If you guys got anything else to talk about before I hop off here, let me know.
But yeah,
Because
this was our last.
I
build,
think I might
folks.
have to get back to work here soon. I really did take work off to watch them build my PC,
We are
which is pretty
going
freaking cool of my boss to let me do that.
We'll be
ATG42.
back on Friday.
Said
with
the
more
things
builds.
bitchin'
We've
man.
already got Friday
Hope you get
booked,
good and
so
long use out of it.
Yeah, I should.
Congrats.
I mean, the reason I went with Skytech, right? I did say it earlier in the stream, but I will repeat it. I got a Skytech 4 years ago,
ATG
and it worked
42.
great. So I
Said
went with
I'm off to
Skytech
cookie.
again, and I'm
Catch you soon, dog.
they've got a customer for life. I'm gonna sign up for their affiliate program, so I'm gonna have an affiliate link in my description here soon. So if you guys ever end up buying a PC, you could use my link and get some off. I used somebody else's link. I got $80 off of this, so it's worth it. Thank you guys for coming by. Looking good. You know, things are looking good
RST_X3.
tonight.
Said you racing tonight? ATG 42.
I'm not racing tonight.
he'll keep
I'm
that
gonna
in
actually
mind.
go hang out with some of my dirt track friends down at the down playing bingo. I gotta be social for a little bit, not be locked in my studio, aka a shed, and go be out in public. Thanks so much for coming by and chatting with me and watching them build this thing, because I'm very pleased and can't wait to boot that thing up and play on it, because it's gonna be so smooth. All right, signing off here, guys.
RST_X3. Said time to go play R6 now LMAO.
Go enjoy R6, man. That's a good game. I like to play that with